Hello friends, today we are going to be self-drafting a little ruffle top sundress and mocking it up with a thrifted bedsheet. Okay, so I need to address that big pile of paper. I seem to have misplaced the standard bodice block that I made for myself, but out of these scrap papers, I did find the pattern for that little 60s mini dress. You might not know, but after the video, I kind of decided that I hated it and never wanted to make that pattern ever again. I have chosen this instead of one of the rough drafts there because I wanted to get rid of the center dart because I want it to be like a tube across the underbust and roughly on the bust. So since this already has the dart kind of taken out of that, then I feel comfortable trying to measure up from the waist to where the underbust portion is to make the ruffly bit and see what we're gonna do from there. For today's mock-up, we are going to be using a fine, high-quality bedsheet that I got from Goodwill for $3. Might have been half price, not entirely sure. Don't know if I got this one on the dollar day or half price sale, but the max price that I paid was indeed $3. I want this mock-up to be a wearable mock-up, and I have some pineapple rickrack ribbon there that ideally, if I am happy with the bodice, I can pop on a skirt and some pockets and call it a day, get a whole little dress out of it, you know, because it has pineapples on it. It'll be a dress that I can't actually wear out in public. Lower bodice, gonna cut that on the fold, cut that on the fold, maybe like that, and that gives me plenty of just room to make tapey bits. Entirely forgot to film this, I believe, but I sewed up the barts, the two back darts, the two darts on the back, did the front ruffle bit, and I also decided to cut out a 12-inch by 2-inch just rectangle. It's double folded right here, and because I, for some reason, like to invisible stitch these kinds of things down, I think that I'm gonna go into the room and watch some My Dress Up Darling while working on a sewing project, and then coming back to see how I like these ruffles, because honestly, I feel like this is a decent amount of rufflage so far. I felt like the Vogue pattern was way too ruffly, but I think that this might be the appropriate amount of ruffle. I have the front all constructed together, and I did pin the two sides. Realized that the armpit for the front was like ½ inch higher than the armpit for the back, so it was having a little bit of a mismatch issue. Oh wait, where did oh, there's the bobbin. Okay, I got to wind a bobbin, sew those up, and I got about hour 15 minutes until I need to be into a meeting, so let's get rolling. Okay, so this is it pinned to my dress. I'm having a little bit of a fit issue because like it's not like back into the armpit, and like it's pinned to my dress, and obviously not me. How much bias tape do you think it would take to make these arm strappies? What do you think? All right, well, now it's about 12:15. My meeting is at 1, and I have made so much bias tape. But definitely feel like this will be enough to do the armpits at least. Kind of ironing out these seams to get them nice and flat. Get a little coaster, weigh that down. But man, when I am in this meeting, I really have to put my ironing mat into the dryer or something to get off all these little crumbly bits. Just, it needs to de-lint or something, because I have been using it for like 2 weeks straight and it is covered. I did mildly forget that if you are going to do adjustable straps, then you need like some sort of loop in the back to hook the strap onto. This line guy here, just, that's the fold over bit in the back, in the top of the back, to hide the raw edges in the top. Forgot to tack that down, and we're going to just say, oh, I meant to do that, and use this little bias tape to make a loop and tuck that up under the whatchamajigget. We're gonna use the bias tape and tuck it under the whatchamajigget, and just then we're going to tack that down with invisible stitches and have that be our strappy boy. I also, from my stays and corset making, I did learn that if you iron out your bias tape in the curvy loop, that really does help. I highly recommend it. So as a mock-up, I'm kind of into it. You can see the back is a lot higher than I was expecting. To make another version, I might have the back lowered down to, honestly, where I have the underbust. I'm kind of thinking that I don't necessarily want to do adjustable straps, but take these and have them go through those little loops in the back, which I'm kind of digging that vibe of right there, and just have somebody tie a bow in the back, like take these long straps and tie a bow in the back for me so it's like floating above the zipper. Would that be cute? I think it might be cute, but it might be a little bit much. I feel like this is a little bit high, so I feel like it might be like that 1/2 inch waist too high. Do I want to put in a waistband? It might be excessively bulky, but are we okay with that? If it gives me an extra inch or two, perhaps. Okay, so right now I'm cutting out the skirt. I already have it ironed out. So guess what I used to measure how much skirt width I needed.
Ruler.
No. However much trim I have left. I just folded it in half.
Oh.
Like, that's a valid unit of measurement. Just like cut as much skirt as you have trim for.
Sufficient.
Yeah. So here is the beautiful top so far. I have right here a little notch at the center point. I do have the waistband in, don't have the zip in yet because I gotta get that skirt on. Long thread skirt with pockets sewn on approximately to the side front here. Ooh, do not fall down. And right there in the skirt is a little notch. I'm gonna take this long purple thread that you cannot see very well and gather while harassing my husband, who is playing, I think, online chess. So I'm gonna eat salad and harass him. Okay, the dogs have joined me in the bathroom, so mind the panting. When I added the waistband here, it pushed this up, I don't know, 1/2 inch further than I would like, so I might want to tuck that down a little bit more. Make sure that like is top stitched there just to stay secure. Like I'll stitch that down there. But yeah, the back is doing some interesting things there. So what? I did reply to him, to be fair. I'm probably going to do that thing that I suggested earlier, where I have it end approximately where the under part of the bodice, the bottom part of the bodice ends, and just taper the back down. Like after unpicking the bias tape here, just taper it down so that it meets lower in the back. And that, honestly, the zipper is a little bit high and it doesn't provide as much room to slip it on overhead as I would like, so that would help with lowering the zipper. But it also means I have to unpick the entire zipper, unpick all of the bias tape in the back, and figure out what else is going on. And if I run out of bias tape, at least I have all this to make the bow nonsense extra. I'm actually having trouble unzipping myself right now because of the floofy back. Okay, the dress, normal sundress. These rainbow heart pastel earrings, a little bit queer. Is it just me, or does when I pair the two together, it makes the entire outfit just incredibly gay? Am I the only one that thinks that? So I definitely did not do the vlogging portion for tacking down the lovely pineapple trim. I mostly did that while I was on various IEP phone calls. On the pattern, I did notate that this bodice portion needed a little bit of extension if I was going to forego this waistband, and I think that I edited the swooping down onto the back portion. I will have to refer back to the video on what I did to get this little band strip right here, and I did adjust where I wanted all the gathers done on the top instead of starting from about right here. I think that I notated that I wanted them started from about right here instead, so just a little bit more inwards. Using the same amount of fabric for that step would give just a slightly denser ruffle, but I like the ruffle how it came out as is, and feel like this is definitely gonna be worn to the lake and the picnic later this month. I don't know about this pocket though. It seems like I draft it differently every single time, and they look pretty much the same when I actually get it on the garment. So how do you guys draft your pocket? Leave that along with any questions, comments, or concerns down below. New videos should be up on Fridays, but not every Friday though. So if I were you, I would like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you know when I actually do post. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye! What's it called? What do I feel comfortable doing? I probably don't feel comfortable doing anything. Oh, do I hear a puggaroo? Just let me know. Let me know.